I don't know how good you guys can see right now. Still getting daylight out here, but I ordered these dragon weights from Santee Drifters. They were recommended by Ryan Bort's Blue Collar Fishing. If you haven't checked his channel out, he catches big old fish in a little bitty boat and does a pretty good job at it. But anyway, we're trying something different. We're up here as far as we can get in this creek safely. We're sitting in 2.4 feet of water. Temperature's down. Our temperature's about 55 degrees. Water temperature's up here in this creek is 67 degrees. And we're gonna, instead of suspending with these boards today, we're gonna drag. This cove here, like I said, we're sitting in 2 feet of water. The deepest it gets all the way to the end of it is about 18 feet. So even if the thermocline is still here, which I think it may be, but it's weak, we should be able to drag this entire cove and stay out of the thermocline even if it is here. And we got here in deeper water, we may suspend a couple off the boat as well, I don't know. But anyway, the idea of this, 90% of the people who's watching this video already seen this 1,000 times, but we'll be trolling and dragging this weight. You can see it's kind of like a snake. So it's going to drag along the bottom. And this peg float right here is going to hold the bait up off the bottom. So the idea is that whatever this weight comes across, instead of snagging up on it, it's going to ride up over it and the bait's going to float with it. Now they don't make there's no such thing as a dragon weight that'll guarantee you not to get snagged up. It's not going to happen. But this is going to improve your odds greatly. But we're going to put 4 out. It's pretty skinny up here. We're not going to get too aggressive with rods right off the bat. But we're going to put 4 out, drag them using the planer boards. We'll probably put, I guess we'll put bluegill on a couple of them. Yeah, we got chicken on 2 of them. We'll put bluegill on 1, shad on 1. All frozen bait today. Try something different, see if we can learn something. So about right there. Dragon bait, so we're using boards to keep them off each other. Now, one really interesting thing is going to be alright guys, we're dragging 4 baits. We're back out to about 6 feet of water. It'll get deeper as we go. I was going to talk about these weights a little bit more. We put the size we got on here is 1.5 ounce. There's 0 current in this lake. There's never any current in this lake. It's not part of a river system or anything, but so we only have 1.5 ounce weights on there. That's plenty. But I also ordered some 2.5 ounce. And not only do I think they're going to work good, but they're pretty. Man, they're pretty. But these are designed, I can't remember what the weight tolerance is or whatever, but if you get hung up dragging, 90% chance is that the weight is what got hung up, not the hook. Most of the time, because the hook's up off the bottom. So this is designed, I think as long as you got at least 30-pound test line is what they recommend. Is that if this gets hung up and you just can't get it out, after so much pressure, this top pulls out. So all you lose is the sinker, which sucks, but you don't lose your hook and your peg float and your bait and all that. So all you have to replace is the sinker, or the weight, whatever you want to call it. So that's pretty cool. Well, we've dragged back out to about 14 feet of water. So far the fish have won. But we're going to take these other 2 rods and just hang them off the side up in the front of the boat and suspend them, I don't know, somewhere in the water column. all kinds of fish in here, dude. Wish it could be carp. Who knows what they are, but
a lot of action right now. I think it would jerk like that, continuously like that.
it is a fish. I believe it's on there, don't you?
I think it is too.
I thought he come off, but he didn't. Channel cat. It's dinner.
There's that. You want to fill this thing up? Keep
Might as well let him.
Eddie.
If we don't catch any more, we can let him go. First ever fish dragon. It's a monster.
Yeah.
Channel cat. There's a lot of channel cats in this lake, but we normally don't catch them running boards. Guess that's the difference of being on the bottom. Alright, so we drug both shallow fingers of this lake, I guess you could call it. Good news is that these dragon weights were awesome. There were a couple times there when we got hung up so bad that the rods were doubled over, but they always pulled loose, so that's good. Bad news is we caught one little channel cat that might weigh a pound and a half if he's lucky.
Yeah, maybe.
So we're going to head back down to the deeper part of the lake, see what this thermocline's doing, if anything, see if it's still there, see what we can see on the graph, and we may suspend for a little while like we've been doing. May try to catch some bait fish to put up for later. I don't know, we're kind of wide open at this point, but either way, it was a good experience. We learned how to do something new. I guess you could call catching the fish, one fish, successful. We didn't lose any gear, so we'll take it from here.
2 hours later.
Holy shit, we got a fish. It sure has been a grind today for sure. We finally run into a stupid one. Pretty decent little girl. Say it's 10 pound probably. 8 or 10. Hold still, honey. 10.2. There you go. Well, folks, it's coming up on noon. Probably the worst time of day to fish. Not like the rest of this day's been good. But yeah, it's been a grind today. We've got the one little channel cat using our dragon weights, which is good because we got to learn how to use those. And finally found this little 10-pound blue down here that bit. But we're going to call this one good. We'll see you guys on the next one.